And welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. Last time we started the Ghostly Galaxy, raised the Boo, met up with Luigi, found some stars thanks to Luigi, or yeah, 2 stars, so it would be plural. And now we're taking on a new enemy called Bouldergeist. Ha ha ha. Very clever. Now, I have bad memories of this particular boss. You'll see why later. So, right off the bat, we land on a green star shroom, which actually brings up the question that they make it sound like they have 1 star shroom, they actually have a bunch. I never really made note of that until now, or really made the mental connection even. But yeah, they have a lot of star shrooms, really, and it's a little bit odd. They have so many ships. It's like, where do you buy these ships? Where do you make them? What do you make them out of? So we are introduced to a new enemy type. I don't know what these guys are called. I'm just gonna call them bomb-boos because they are boos that are bombs. I don't know what they're actually called. If that's actually the canonical name, then yay. But if it's not the canonical name, I'm just making stuff up. So yes, feel free to leave the canonical name below in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm kidding. That part. I don't always do that. I almost never say that, you know, like, comment, subscribe, which, just because I always forget. I'm not even gonna be like, well, because it's bad. Like, you know, some people don't like saying it just because it comes off as a little bit, I don't know. In some cases, I think some people find it a little bit desperate. But it's not even that for me. My reason is just, I can never remember to say that. It's a lot more simple. But yeah, I don't care if people like and subscribe and blah blah blah. I just do this for fun. Gives me an excuse to relive games, play new games. Which is actually funny. My current Let's Plays are a game from my childhood, and a game I've never finished, so it's like both actually are applicable at the moment. Applicable? I've heard both. I know it's kind of a contextual word, but I don't know which it is. Applicable, applicable, I've heard both. I love the music in this area. Though to be fair, I love the music in this game, just in general. This game has a solid soundtrack. Again, while I do debate some of it doesn't exactly fit as well as it could, it's still overall a really good soundtrack. It's hard to deny that much, at least. Launch yourself. That can't reach. So launch yourself this way and hope for the best. You can actually get stuck on the little bone cage thing. Doesn't hurt you at all, to my knowledge. Okay, this planet's fun, because it's bouncy. Does this make any scientific sense? Absolutely not, but it's fun. But yeah, I got the Splatoon comparisons backwards, actually, because Splatoon is compared to Mario Galaxy, not the other way around. If someone compares Mario Galaxy to Splatoon, then they're seriously behind the times. I still forgot to change the batteries, by the way, so get used to that. I have a bad memory when it comes to things like that, so what I'm probably gonna do is after this recording session, just toss the batteries and just have no batteries, so next time I play, it's like, oh, there are no batteries, I guess I have to put in new batteries. This is Bouldergeist, the level's namesake. Basically, he throws rocks at you. The dark-colored rocks contain the little bomb guys. So you have to hit him, and then bomb enough such that he ends up having weak spots exposed. By the way, I took a hit, that's really bad. I took 2 hits, that's really bad. And that might not be apparent why that's really bad, but it will be probably in a couple stars from now. There is a reason why me getting hit twice is actually really terrible, and if you recall, you might be able to figure out what it is, or if you've played this game before. So now we've got arms. obviously wanting to play that new game that just came out, this guy decided, like, I need ARMS to actually play this. So, I've not played ARMS, fun fact. It just doesn't appeal to me. I'm not into fighting games. Like I recently... Okay, fun fact. Before deciding on... What was like 2 projects ago? I forget. But whatever was like a couple projects ago, I was actually planning on doing something completely different, and that was actually a Let's Play of Super Smash Bros. Like a really thorough Smash Bros. Let's Play. This might have been before Earthbound Beginnings, actually. Or DKC 2, one of those. I basically was wanting to do a fighting game Let's Play, and thus I picked Smash Bros. I was gonna basically go over basic stats on all the characters. What happened was I decided I didn't like Smash Bros. So I actually canned it. I don't dislike Smash Bros. I just don't like it either. There's a distinction there. A subtle distinction. Yeah, it's not a dislike, it's just that I'm neutral about it. I'm not like, oh my god, Smash is the best. But I'm also not like... I enjoy it, but maybe it's just because I've never been able to play locally with anybody. I've played locally like one time, but the person just spammed Mewtwo's, what was that? What's Mewtwo's side B? But the person I played against just literally spammed that, and it wasn't fun. So that was like my only experience playing Melee, in particular local. And I've never actually been able to really successfully play 4 online. 3DS or Wii U, to be fair. Yes, I did heavily hint at this. We have a Daredevil comment, which is bad. Honestly, this is probably one of the tougher Daredevil comments, actually. There's one late game that's actually really bad, but other than that, this is the next toughest, if you ask me. I'm actually trying to remember in Galaxy 2 if there's like a boss rush in one of the games where you literally fight every boss. And I can't remember if that's a Daredevil one in Galaxy 2. Because that would suck, having to fight every boss Daredevil. I think it might have been a time trial, which is actually completely doable. Now, thoughts on the boss? I don't really have any. He's just there. He's not a terrible boss, but he's just kind of average. He's not like particularly extraordinary. He's just... Ooh, okay, that was almost a disaster. I think my main issue is this boss takes forever. The good news is, he doesn't have that many attacks. I almost walked right into a boulder, by the way. I don't know if that was as close as I thought it was, but I could have sworn I almost walked right into one of the boulders spawning. Now, I don't usually do this in the normal fight. In the Daredevil fight, I kind of recommend doing this. Collect star bits. And you can actually shoot down the little rocks, which actually makes this a lot easier to avoid his attacks. Okay, that was really good. That was really good. But yes, normally I like to hoard star bits because we need them for lots of stuff. But on a Daredevil fight, I will highly recommend trying to... where did the other ghost go? Because there were 2, but the other disappeared. Probably got punched out of existence or something. I like I'm taking like no damage despite struggling with the first fight. And as soon as I say that, I die. I kind of expected to die in this fight because I always die in this fight. This fight for some reason gives me a lot of trouble. It's hard to describe why, because it's not a hard fight. It's just for some reason this is to me a really tough boss to not take damage on. It's definitely a slow fight. That's my biggest complaint. And that's something I like about 64, is the boss fights are generally really short. Like, most notably, Okay, that was just me not paying attention. Most notably, the Bowser fights are really short. King Boo is really short, or Big Boo. I'm trying to actually think, and I think the longest boss fight is actually Wiggler. Well, aside from the final Bowser, of course. Final Bowser is obviously the longest, but other than that, I'm pretty sure the next shortest fight is, or the next longest fight is Wiggler, because Wiggler takes a while to take down, for some reason. If he summons a Black Rock first, then this fight goes a lot faster. So there's an element of RNG to it, which is also not something I'm a fan of. Basically, my advice, and this is something I've actually not been doing, is to try to actually keep moving in one direction when you're throwing the rocks. Turning around is actually what keeps killing me. So yeah, definitely try to do that. Design-wise is cool. I'm not completely sold on this boss fight. Honestly, the boss fights in Galaxy just really are not my favorite points. I like the level design a lot. I like a lot of the atmospheric kind of elements to them. I'm not really keen on the actual fights. It's actually really hard to check this out, to actually hit the boss and not the hands. I did that one time, but I've not been having the best of luck other than that. So yeah, just keep running in a direction, don't stop until later. That works out a lot better. He's punching with his other hand. Okay, that was too close. This fight taking forever is not uncommon. That's basically just gonna be the entire video. I was hoping to get to Bowser, but that's not really happening, is it? He does summon his hands back at some point, so keep that in mind. Luckily, he was, I think, just about to respawn his hands, or his right hand, so that was really good timing. But yeah, that fight always is a headache. I should have actually talked to the male toad and tried to get more lives first, but it worked out well enough. I think I got hit twice or 3 times. Twice, which ironically was less than in the actual main boss, I think. I'm trying to remember. So there's one more star we can actually get in the Ghostly Galaxy, and I'm not even sure what star this is. Like, straight up, I don't know what star this is, so this will be fun to try to track down, because I don't remember it at all. Fairies... What? He has 2 stars? Or is there a Hungry Luma somewhere? I feel like there's a Hungry Luma somewhere in this. Or some kind of hidden... Oh, well, there's actually a sparkly thingy over there. So maybe there is something hidden here. But yeah, I don't remember this at all. Obviously it's not towards the race. I'm collecting star bits like crazy, just in case there's something we need to do. But it looks like that's not the case. It's just a straightforward shoot to the goal kind of a thing. Oh. I say oh because this level is stressful. Yes, it's very stressful actually. It's not difficult, it's just, yeah, intense. Grab this and it'll start moving away from where you're actually expecting it to go. It's a great concept, it's just really, really intimidating. Trying to navigate this kind of level. Yeah. It's really cool though. I mean, conceptually, it's really solid. And it's not like, oh look, there's a path. You can totally walk on it if you know where it is. No, the path is actually materializing as you walk along it. So yeah, don't linger, but at the same time, don't hurry. You need to find a balance between rushing and not dying. So yeah, it's a little bit intense, to say the least. Is the piano alive? No, actually not. I'm a little bit surprised, to be honest. If you don't know what I'm referring to, then Let's Play Super Mario 64 is something that is on my channel. I'm referring to the piano. I'm surprised it doesn't come to life as an homage, but I'm also okay with it not coming to life. I wonder how many people were genuinely scared by the piano, because honestly, I played the game a lot later than most people, so I do wonder how many like kids were like legitimately surprised by the piano before it actually became like common knowledge that, oh my gosh, the piano's alive. I'm actually not sure how far the world disintegrates. It disintegrates a lot, so maybe I shouldn't linger. It looks like this room might be the only thing left, which is actually really cool. Anyway, we finished up the Ghostly Galaxy. I definitely don't think we have time for Bowser Jr.'s airship something. I don't remember the last part of the name. Airship Brigade Fleet Armada. That makes sense. Yeah, we definitely don't have time for that, but we got 3 stars. That's not too terrible. By the way, just pointing out, we have enough stars for to answer the question of what is the meaning of life. Yay, the meaning of life number of stars. If you get what I'm referring to, then kudos. Also, on a more serious note, I forgot we had 42, so that's why I had to squeeze that joke in while we can. But what I was actually gonna say was we have a third of the stars, roughly. There are 120 main stars in the game. Also, there's a red Luma. I got a secret, but I'm not telling. Wow, way to be an ordinary jerk about it. I want to see if Luigi has anything he needs to say, if he's gonna take off at any time soon. I'm not sure when the next Luigi star is, actually. Okay, so he's not saying anything new. But yeah, I wonder how they have different star shrooms. How they have like 4 for each color. So let's see, what else do we have to do? There are 3 more domes. No, 2 more domes? Based on this, it looks like 2. Yeah, there are 2 more main domes. There's all the Prankster Comets, and there are a lot of Prankster Comets left over. There's the Luigi stars. There's the remaining green guys over here, and their respective trial stars. And that's about it. We are pretty far along. I like how compact the hub world is. It's really easy to navigate in like a couple minutes to see everything there is to see once it's fully unlocked. It's not like a chore to navigate like some hub worlds. Like Sonic. Not to name names, but yes, I'm totally naming names. Yeah, other than that, I don't really have a ton to say. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else hidden in the kitchen. I don't think there is. That's very clearly a texture for a window. Just making note of that. Can't jump in the fire. So I think we are ending off for now. So thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Super Mario Galaxy.